What's up, Internet? It is the dead of night, and we're here in the town, mostly because I just woke up after a mostly very long day of running around outside and doing a lot of other stuff, so, yeah, this is just another moment of, it can't really be helped, so here we are. But on the bright side, we can wander around, we can explore. I think we'll head out to the next town over, and I think we'll probably overlap days. And maybe when I would stream this tomorrow, I'll stream something else I've kind of mean to go to. But seeing as we've got about 7 minutes till the end of the day, like numerically, I think we'll just wander around, see if we got some stuff, and then maybe go to the next town over. Doesn't look like we've got any new villagers. That's a little unfortunate. Maybe we'll end up finding something that we're missing out on. Possibly. But who knows. I know my pockets are presently filled, more or less, but we could try and catch some fish or something. Maybe some bugs, although the lack of beetles would make that kind of a deterrent. I want to say that there might be a chance we can run into someone kind of special around now, but it's kind of random, and I'm not sure we've necessarily fulfilled the requirements for it, but it would be fun to find out. So even if we don't, before midnight or after midnight or whatever, when we get back, we'll do a quick wander around and see if we can run into them. There's not really any signposts for them showing up. I know we've still not properly run into them yet. And I think that's because one of the necessary things to make them spawn is to have like 8 weeds in town at once. And he only spawns between like midnight and 4 a.m. So it's a little bit limited. And even with my kind of hectic schedule, I tend to, even if he were to show up, probably not be able to see him. And what's really frustrating is when he shows up, it's tricky to find him. You don't know he's there. And then even after you do find him, but, assuming that he does show up, then, it's still a colossal pain to actually get anything out of him. But, Now, I do believe that Crazy Red's coming to town tomorrow. And unfortunately, that means that there wouldn't be a way for us to if I do skip out tomorrow by counting as playing through midnight as a separate day. So that's unfortunate. But, we'll see what happens. I know I've just got something else I've been meaning to stream for a while, and I've just not had the time or really the opportunity. But we've got a few minutes. Let's see if we can fish something up before we head out to the other town. Is there really not a fish here right now? That's a little peculiar. Because there's usually a fish. There's usually always a fish. Unless something scares it off. Oop. Actually, that could work out to our advantage. Seriously, fishing in this acre is the worst. This is like the worst acre to ever fish on. This and the awesome pond. There's just no way to reliably catch anything from the other side. And of course, stuff despawns too quickly. Because the despawn range is like a half an acre. Oh! Oh, we're almost there. We almost have him. Come on. Yeah. Whoa. Yeah, there we go. There's a large base all along. Do we have any new fish around here? I'm not sure we do. Ooh, we do have a fish. Yay. There's some weird collision right there. Let's catch fish. Let's not catch that fish. That fish was stupid. I didn't want that fish anyway. That's a small fish. What kind of fish are you? That's a regular sized bass. Hey, Pearl. What are you doing today? No thanks. I'm sorry, Pearl. I've already seen all your letters. And honestly, they're not that interesting because what makes a letter valuable in this game is, I don't know. But I know that the writing comprehension of the computer is not all that great. Come on, fishy fish. Ooh, we got a catfish. Cool. There's a tiny fish. Come on, tiny fish. Oh, it's a little bass. We have the entire bass family in our simple, now very filled pockets. I think I'd get rid of the goby. What kind of fish are you? Another bass. I think bass are actually worth quite a fair bit for fairly simple fish. I think we'll get rid of you. Be nice if we could run into another giant catfish. Hey, raining! That means gyroids tomorrow. I don't think I've ever actually seen it actively start raining. That's kind of cool. I thought it would have started, like, transitioning between in and out of a house instead of actively. This game is a little more advanced than I give it credit for. Let's get rid of this. But you know, that means we get to listen to the awesome rain theme, at least when we get back. And that's nice, because it's a good song. But for now, I think we should go explore the other town. Talk to Nook, sell some stuff. You know how it is. I am ready to depart, Porter. Just hurry up and take me to where I would like to go. For it is my destiny to head to this other town. Alright. Getting on the train, going to next town. Gonna go sell some stuff and maybe help some people out. And maybe see if anyone's gonna do an event tomorrow. Oh look, it's Rover. Why can't we ever just talk to Joan? Because she's sleeping, that's why. That's why I envy her. I'm not allowed to sleep on the train, I have to talk to Rover. And he never says anything interesting. Rover's the worst. Rover, go away, I don't want to talk to you. It's been about 24 hours since we last talked. The fact that you're having trouble remembering that is concerning. It's not just your short-term memory that's kind of crap, because, I mean, we've been talking since, like, the start of the year. Pretty consistently. Still raining over here, so, you know, there'll be gyroids in the future. This does mean we can't catch bugs, though, which kind of puts a damper on some things. But maybe we can find some treasure or something. Let's check the board. Oh good, a pitfall. Thanks, Goldie. Except not. Alright, well, let's go to Nook's. The sky must be really weird right now, seeing as there's clearly visibly a sunset judging by the lighting, and yet it's still raining, which would indicate to me that, you know, it's mostly a cloud-filled sky and very dark. Weather in Animal Crossing is a bit peculiar, I guess. Alright, let's see what else we got. We got this, and this, and this, and this, and I think that'll be it. Now the question is, how many actual fossils do we get? For 2 so far. Still 2. Still 2. We might get 50-50. Yes, 50% actual fossils, 50% paperweights. Unfortunate, but not an unexpected result. Alright, let's see if Nook has anything interesting for sale up here. Not really. Doesn't seem like there's anything even in, like, the clothing or anything. We can go buy some flowers later, though. But yeah, like, just judging by the lighting and the fact that it's pretty heavily raining, you'd have to imagine that the sky right now must just look completely strange. Because there probably shouldn't be too much sun, and yet it's very clearly getting a sunset. Wow, that is not a shirt I would ever say Pierce needed to wear. Also, fun fact, caution striping is really hard to paint. I've tried to do that. I've got a video on that, actually, where I showed the end result of my attempting to caution stripe something. It's really difficult. I know, Velma. To Velma's house. We're going to get back Cookie's comic book. And the first time in a long time I read a comic book today. I was just waiting for something to happen. Ah, Cameron. It was interesting because it was a comic book done by the same guy who made Earthworm Jim. Really neat comic book too, and apparently it was the inspiration for a Nickelodeon show. Which is weird because the comic itself was very bloody and gory. And I can't imagine a Nickelodeon show having any of what was in that comic. Which is a shame too, because it was a really good story. It felt a little nonsensical and rushed at times because it was like a very short, like, actual arc. It was like a 6-chapter story that was made on a month-by-month basis, so it was a little bit sort of just stuff coming out of nowhere very quickly without any real build-up, but still, I thought it was an interesting enough story. Get up, Gulliver. I need the last thing you can give me. And then I'll have a full set of things you could give me. And then perhaps I too can don a sailor suit and get my eyebrows looking like pieces of bacon. So did we get what we need? Let's find out. A shogi piece. That's not something I realized was even in this game. So I guess we did, in fact, get something new. Wasn't something I even knew was here, though. That's genuinely interesting to me. Oh no, Katrina. Well, that's something that tells me I shouldn't be playing this tomorrow. I'll play something else. I need to go to Quetzal anyway. That's perfect, Camo Frog. I will deliver this while I'm on my way. Consider it a plan to enact. Hey, Chow's on the other side of the river today. He doesn't normally hang out on that side of the river. Quetzal. Of course, he's not here. Why make things easy for me? He's probably hanging out next to Weber's house. Or he's right here. You know, the other most likely place. I have a delivery, Quetzal. Hey, it's the camouflage shirt. I don't know, I think what he was wearing before looked a little better on him, but at least the colors of the camouflage shirt match the tips of his feathers, which are like green and orange. Hold on, we're not done, Quetzal. I need to get a thing from you. You forgot. And I'm gonna look down on you forever for forgetting, Quetzal. Just know that. That will forever be on your head. Okay, so we gotta get this to Cookie. Who is up here? Oh no. No, no, no. Not the horrible circus shirt that Pierce is always wearing. It's back. But to be fair, that caution striping shirt didn't exactly look great on him. It's not the caution striping shirt you just convinced him to get rid of, is it? Oh, okay. Well, whatever. Maybe we can go find Goldie. See if she needs a thing. It's always fun to help out Goldie, because she's always nice. Except when she lies about work, then she's just kind of rude. Nothing for Goldie. Oh, we can go ask Tangy though. She's in the vicinity. Unless, of course, she's disappeared into the ether. There she is. I need a thing to do, Tangy. Give me something to do. Nope. We can go ask Peaches and or Velma. We have options. I think Elise is still around here too. Oh, nope, she moved out. That's unfortunate. You know, she moved here just to leave, and she was one of the few new villagers my town got. So the fact that she's gone now, that's just, what a waste. I will be careful not to slip, Peaches. Really? No one has anything for us to do. And the stupid mosquito bit us. Stupid mosquito. Well, we can always go ask Cube. Oh, Weber's mad at something. Maybe he really just doesn't like the rain. The rain is nice. You can sit by the window in a nice, cozy, warm room with like a fire or something. Some mood lighting or something. It's really a nice time to pass the time, really. Maybe open a window and just hear the rain. It's really nice like that. You know, being forced to walk outside the rain when you could get wet, that's a little less fun, but still, you know, rain's not all bad. Certainly a hell of a lot better than snow where it's just unpleasant. Can't go outside, it's too cold. You can't walk around it because it's thick and it's slippy. And it just makes me feel sad and bitter. Which is why it's really a problem I live in a place that snows 10 months out of the year. Alright, well, let's backtrack through and see if Quetzal needs something. Yay for mud! I can take something to Peaches, that's not a problem, buddy. To Peaches! He's right next to Velma's house. That's a thing I can go do. No problem. Oh, that was a big fish I could have caught. I feel stupid. Yes, Peaches. Stop wearing that circus shirt. They look terrible on you. And really everyone. It's a terrible shirt. Aw. That's a sunset outfit. That's not even half the value of one fruit, Peaches. I'm a little offended. Although no, she does actually look like a peach. Because peaches aren't actually pink, they're more of a sort of orange, yellow. Hey, a watermelon table. Cool. Once you're done with your picnic, you can eat the table without having to worry about it, you know, being a pain to carry around anymore. I guess if you're really nice to the environment, you can just leave it there for the ants or something. Watermelon tables are just good for the environment, I guess. I have some stuff to sell, Mr. Nook. Oh, I want to hold on to that shogi piece, because I don't know what that looks like. A ranch dressing armchair. Hooray. Alright. I'll take some tulips. And some more tulips. And some pansies, because why not? We have some cosmos. And finally, drum roll please, more cosmos. But they'll look good in our garden regardless of what kind of flower they are. So let's head back home. And who knows, maybe we'll see our special guest today. Although I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. Alright, let's go home. Come on, train. Let's go, you outdated mode of transport. I got places to be. Onwards we go. Towards our destiny. Towards our home. Towards where we really belong. And where we can make a difference. So let's see if we can run into our new friend. Maybe. Who knows? It'd be kind of cool if we could. That would at least help justify the fact that we're doing this so late other than just physical exhaustion. I think possibly sunburn. It was a nice day today though. Although it was really weird because I was about to leave at lunch and honestly it looked kind of like it was just going to rain all afternoon, and then all afternoon it was just really, really nice. It's a great time too. I've been working outside. It was just like that lunchtime sort of turning point. It was just bizarre. Alright, so we've got some flowers. We need to plant them. And then who knows what will happen. Okay, so we need to plant some here. And here. And here. Here. actually remember this. Sorry, but I have to go back and replant. There should be a bed of flowers and there isn't one. Yeah, I don't know why. I think that might be a digging spot spawning somewhere where a flower bed is and it just erases where the flowers are. I'm not sure though, but I noticed a couple places where there should be flowers and there just aren't. And animals can't get rid of them. Didn't knock them out, so... It's so sad there's no bloody beetles anymore. There were so many bells. They really helped us get towards that piggy bank that we still don't quite have. So I guess now, for the sake of figuring out if we have a special guest, we'll just wander around a little bit, see what happens. I don't think he would spawn on this particular acre with the wishing well, but hard to say. There's usually a little bit of a hint if he's in the acre you're in, but otherwise it's kind of just hide and seek. I'm not sure he shows up when it rains either, though. But we'll find out. Because I know for a fact we haven't seen him over the course of the entire year, and of course, why would we? He doesn't spawn until like midnight. Which kind of puts a bit of a hamper on things. Our garden looks good though. I'm very proud of our garden. It's the big, awesome super garden. Although this would be a lot easier to make in any other Animal Crossing game because flowers do end up multiplying. You could really just start planting like one flower in every single acre and it could take care of the rest. It would take a while, mind you, but we would probably be done by now if we were playing any other Animal Crossing game that featured multiplying flowers. And of course then you get hybrid flowers, which are neat different types of flowers you can only get through mixing two different genetics of flowers by having two different types of flowers sit next to each other. They have to be the same like breed of flower, but they can be different colors, and that's what causes them to end up becoming interesting colors. Like if I recall, if you have two red flowers next to each other, they could become black flowers. And if you have two black flowers next to each other, they can be blue flowers. Which is, at least in the case of roses, they become blue, which is not a natural color for flowers typically. The only like blue flowers out there that I know of offhand are forget-me-nots, and I think certain kinds of delphinium are blue, but typically if you're seeing blue flowers, that's not really natural. They're usually dyed if you're seeing actual blue flowers. And I know this because I actually had to help a customer back when I worked in a greenhouse try and find a bunch of blue flowers, because I guess it was his son's birthday or something, and he wanted to build a flower bed that looked like the Superman emblem. Because as he told me, and this will stick with me forever, because this was one of the most magical interactions I ever had with a customer. He was sent on a mission from Superman. And something about that was just magical to me, and of course I played along because I thought that was pretty cool. But the problem is there really aren't any natural blue flowers outside of like those two. And typically if you're looking for blue flowers, you end up getting like purple flowers. And some strains of purple flowers can look kind of blue in the right lights, but for the most part it's just... blue is not really a natural flower color. It's unfortunate, because, you know, you look up blue roses and you see them online and they look pretty nice, but hey, 10,000 bells, nice. But they're just really not like that, typically. That said, I think there are some that can be, like, genetically modified to be blue. I've seen roses that were, like, genetically modified to look like they had paint splotches all over them. They were really cool. Like, they were just white and they had, like, all these weird, like, completely non-uniform pink splotches all over it. Those were really neat, but I've only ever seen those once. And I think there was some kind of import. Is that a big fish? Oh, it's not a big fish. Also, fun fact, I don't think we got a special guest, which is kinda crappy. I was looking forward to that because we still haven't gotten to see this special guest. But perhaps we're not meant to. Perhaps it's a good thing we never saw him. Perhaps we're just too good for him. Or perhaps we just don't have a messy enough town, because I think one of the requirements for him to spawn is like you have 8 weeds in your town at once or something stupid, because it affects some stuff you can do with them. So I don't know, I think it's one of like the key factors. Our town is just too good for special guests, I guess. What can you do? Let's see what this shogi piece looks like. I have no idea how to play shogi. I played a couple of games that have shogi in it, as well as like mahjong, and those are just 2 games I cannot wrap my head around. And granted, shogi is basically just Japanese chess, more or less. But I just cannot wrap my head around it. It doesn't help that I don't know how to read, like, kanji, though. And, of course, I don't think anyone in North America actually understands how to play mahjong outside of Shanghai, which isn't even really mahjong. It's just a game that features mahjong tiles. And that's just because it was on, like, every computer in the early 2000s. I kind of want to play some Shanghai now. Shanghai was a great game. Yeah, I'll do that afterwards. I think I have a NES multi-cart that has it on there. But for now, I think that will be it. I'm not sure if I'll do more Animal Crossing tomorrow, because I know today we did sort of do 2 days in one, just because we did it so late. But if I don't do it tomorrow, I got something else I can do that I've been meaning to do for a while. And maybe something else as well. I'm not sure. Again, I'm really behind on videos for my YouTube channel, and I really do need to get back to that. Case in point, I think I have to record like 2 reviews tonight. It's going to be a bit hectic. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, follow the stream to know when we go live, because we do this every single night, as well as other stuff when I have the time. And you might want to check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel, see over 1,000 videos waiting just for you, and not just Animal Crossing, mind you, but pretty much any kind of video you could possibly conceive. I got something for you, I'm sure. And if you really want to make my day, check out the show's PayPal or Patreon. Support the show any way you can so that I can continue to do what I do to the best of my abilities, which in this case is finding pieces of a game I don't understand in another game that I'd like to think I understand very well, and I'm still getting surprised by the day. But you'll also get yourself on the Discord where we can talk about awesome things like how the hell to play shogi. Seriously, how do you play shogi? I've actually dedicated time to figuring it out, and I still don't have a clue. But we'll figure it out together. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Peace out, Internet.